Wait, that's not mine.
Hey, welcome back.
What up? I know, it's been so long.
Yes.
Had it polished up.
That thing's shining bright.
I know.
Real bright.
I'm gonna take one link out though, I think.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit.
I would take one out. I do have it.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
This I need the box for though, because I was going to give the job.
Did you give me a box?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get you a box. I was actually just here a couple days ago and Ryan bought his wife Amy a two-tone datejust and then saw this in my box, which is why I always travel with extra watches, because I sold an extra watch.
But I'm gonna tell you a story. You know, Anthony sold me 2 watches before a few years back, two datejust, and I've held them so I wore them for 2 years in 2019. I just sold them for a combined $10,000 profit. So I made 10 grand to own and wear 2 Rolexes for 2 years basically. So, I mean, shit, I sold them, made my 10 grand in profit, turned around, bought an even nicer Rolex. So like, that's how you're really supposed to do this shit. So it might look like to the average person like Stuman over here buying a watch a week from this guy. I think I spent $160,000 with you and Vadim this month.
Yeah.
But I also moving shit, making money from it. It's not like I do this full time for a living, but for me, when I see like, you know, say I wanted to buy his AP here and he's like, it's 200 grand, I'm like, all right, so how can I
It's not 200 grand, it's 280 grand.
280, well, whatever. I figured it was somewhere in that.
You know, someone's going to hold you to, the problem is someone's going to watch it and be like, 200 grand sold.
But that's the key, is right, is if you want something, that's the beautiful thing about America. I was just telling these kids yesterday.
Buy what you want.
At college, like, anything is possible here. Now, it might not be possible to just go and pay $280,000 cash for you right this second for this watch, but if that's what you really want, right, then there's a way for you to buy enough Rolexes and flip them one at a time and make 2 grand here and 1 grand here. Isn't that exactly how the fuck you started in this shit, basically?
Started with $1,300, yeah.
$1,300, right? And I'm gonna tell you to get in the watch business. I once met a guy when I was getting my motorcycle license, when I bought my first motorcycle. I'll never ride another street bike again. I almost killed like 5 times. I'm too important for that shit. But anyway, there was a dude there and he was a teacher, right? Like during the week, he was like an elementary school teacher and he had this like $80,000 motorcycle.
Yeah.
And he was the instructor on the weekends and I'm like, you know, man, how's a teacher, you know, that makes 45, 50 grand on a good year, afford an $80,000 bike like that? I mean, you're a single dude, you know, like the bike payment alone has to be, you know, a massive amount of money. He goes, well, you know what? I decided that I wanted to buy my dream bike. So I signed up and learned how to do classes on this cheap ass bike. And then I used the cheap ass bike and the classes to save me up enough money to put a down payment on my dream bike. And while you may think I'm here working this weekend, I'm really driving an $80,000 bike, getting paid to be here with all you guys doing the thing that I love. And I'm like, man, don't you just love America?
Right.
Some people be like, man, I could just never own a bike like that. Meanwhile, this dude figured out a way to make it happen, and it was the best way possible. He's getting paid to do what he loves. Probably more than he makes as a school teacher too. For
anyone that hasn't watched my channel long enough to know who Ryan is and his relevance to me, I was coming up on Instagram, starting in the industry, building. I'd already built somewhat of a social media profile, but another watch dealer who runs a wholesale group also started the same time I did, and I kept seeing him pop open these groups every week, it seemed like, and this guy's name was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I asked around to see how he was learning this stuff about social media, because I thought I knew a lot. Well, Ryan Stuman's name came up, so I looked him up. He's the hardcore closer on everything. What you started? You started in the mortgage industry, and you took the mortgage industry to Facebook and built up Facebook groups long time ago. So I did the Apex Executives mentoring program. So it was one-on-one with him and I think there was like 11 other people in the group. It was small then. It was like 10 or 11 people, one-on-one, once a month, access to his phone. So I did a year program, and he's like, that's what kind of really took the social media to the next level. So that was that's how we know each other, and we've done well. And for whatever amount of money that he paid me to be a client, I have spent God knows how much. 5 times that much on watches. I have probably bought, and no referrals, just personally, not counting friends or anything else, just personally. I think I have counted the other day. I bought 5 watches for you. Right. This is number 6. I'll let you know. Here, I'll come back and get the. Hey, you keep these here. I'll come back and get the checks from you next week. Exactly. So this is all the new inventory that came in, right?
Yes. So there's no dates. That's interesting.
White skydweller. On a Jubilee. Got a Smurf. Datejust 41 with an aftermarket diamond bezel on Jubilee. 241 millimeter date subs. Two-tone Datejust 41 Jubilee. A couple Panerais. I forgot the reference number of this. This one is really cool because it's like an anthracite dial. See if you can capture that. Damn, that is a cool dial. This right here is like extremely, see if you can get that light. There you go.
Why you put too much on?
It's another cool watch. A lot of watch for the money. IWC Da Vinci rose gold perpetual calendar. Under 35,000.
What would you like this one at? Brown dial vacheron.
Did we not sell that?
I think it's still available. Want to put it up front? We got a fifth.
Yes.
Put
Yeah,
some
we
stuff
actually
up
got a
there.
lot of stuff. We got room.
Cool.
Do you want to make our Datejust really stand out? It's a Datejust 41 with an aftermarket diamond bezel and a blue baguette diamond dial.
Is that brown or black?
Rose gold, brown dial, black strap.
It is a black
wait.
strap. I can't tell if it's like a really
That's
dark
black.
brown.
That's black.
I like it.
Okay.
Pretty.
The sleeper of that watch, I think, is the white dial moon phase. We're gonna do a mandatory meeting on Sunday. Sunday, probably at either noon or 1 o'clock. And we'll meet at the new office so y'all can see it. We can give you desk and all that and everything, and go over a lot of the new, just everything. Sounded more exciting.
I can't wait to see the new office. I haven't seen
It's
it.
cool. It's full of boxes right now, but
Yeah.
they delivered furniture yesterday, and they're coming back on Saturday to set everything up. So Sunday we'll have everybody there. We'll bring lunch. Just plan on coming for at least 3 hours.
Okay.
We're gonna go over everybody, like we're gonna roles, job duties, tasks, offices. Give you, set up your office, stuff like that. Pretty cool.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, good. I feel like I'll be able to get so much more done.
Oh yeah.
Like seriously, coming
Yeah.
in here, it's like when walking in
It's a lot.
traffic.
Plus the style, like it's gonna look cool. Like it's gonna match.
Yeah.
I just gotta remember. I can't remember where I bought this tree at because I need to go get like 10 more.
I wasn't expecting the temporary office to
Yeah.
like a real tree.
I don't want real trees. Fake trees are so much easier.
You don't have to take care of it. I'll take care of it. I'll gladly take care of a real tree for you.
It's brand new.
What is going on, Marco?
Well, there's a new way to look at watches. And that is with the power of this microscope. It's great for vintage watches, especially with certain materials such as radium, tritium, vintage dials. Really can get in there and see. And this attaches to a computer, so I'll be able to show you guys really focused in stuff about how text works and how the fonts work on Rolexes and so forth. So it's going to be pretty interesting. For the new office, this is going to be fun. So I'll have like a space designated for really dissecting the stuff that comes in.